No.
Mr. Ster, are you there?
Yes, I am.
There he is.
Awesome, because I didn't hear you.
There he is.
Oh, I'm here.
Okay. Hey, chat room. Anybody hear us? Just making sure. Okay.
Going through the ad right now, it looks like.
Yeah. Me too. Awesome. Right. Now, Stone, do I start recording from now or just when we start the show? Because I haven't done our patron anything for the patron thing.
That's okay, because this is like an off week, so it's fine.
Okay. All right. Hey,
So
guys. There we go. We've got a special. I've got many special guests this week. How exciting! It's technically, I've got 3 special guests. Really, when it comes down to it, we've got some. We've got the man live at the place, which is very exciting. So
is sound fine on the stream?
Sound.
Yeah.
Everything.
Okay. All right, then I'll retweet.
It's just your video. Your head is cut off in half.
Oh, is it?
As he's blinded by your noggin.
Sorry.
Stone kind of looks like my puppet, where it's just kind of like his glasses and his eyes.
And the beard.
Is that because of the stream, or is it because of me? Like, is that from the alt dragging on the source frame?
That's from the.
Like on Skype, it looks totally different. So.
Hang on.
Okay, so
stay like that.
Sometimes when that happens, you need to go click on Skype and make sure it comes back up big, and
yep,
and fix it based on that.
No, it's okay. We've got you. You're just shaky.
Yeah, that's my hands because I'm doing tweets right now.
Yeah, no, that's okay. But yeah, I just repositioned it again. It seems to be alright. So, okay. Right now, you said Twitch does record.
Yep. So it should be recording right now. So I will move the video when we're done to YouTube, and you don't have to worry about that. It's fine.
Right. Okay. Because we've gone live, it automatically records. Okay. Yep. All right. I'm just getting used to all this stuff. There's lots. Okay.
Is this good for my face?
Yep. No. Not that face. Not that face. Anyway, yep, it seems to be coming through okay. How you liking your purple beard? What did Carrie say?
Yeah.
She's like, when are you shaving?
Yeah. I'll have it for a week, maybe 2, and then it's gone.
Okay. All right. Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm
gonna try to hold it as still as I can, but I don't really have it. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna flip my phone. Can you tell me if I'm gonna turn it upside down, but can you tell me if it fixes itself? Okay. Because my cable is on the bottom, so I flipped it.
Right.
No?
You're upside down.
So it didn't fix itself?
No.
Okay, no problem. Then I'll hold it. So it's just going to be a little bit, because my hands it's just like that, and the cable comes out from the bottom.
All right. No
All
worries.
right. This show comes with Dramamine, just for everybody's.
Do I need to enable streamer mode on Discord?
With OBS, it usually pops up automatically. The top should should be like a purple band on top of it if it's enabled.
Yeah, I had closed it, but now it's okay. Oh. Now it's got because we weren't streaming. Okay.
Yeah, as long as you put yourself on Do Not Disturb on like everything,
yes,
and you're fine.
Yes, I muted all the channels, so nobody, I mean it, nobody message me. All right. Okay, I think we've got everything. All right, I'm shutting that down. It's time. Okay, everything looks good. I'm gonna just close that window, move that window over there, and okay, we're gonna start recording and we're gonna start the show. All right, everyone ready? Let's do this. Okay, here we go. In 3, 2.
Iron Man. Bloodthirsty. Pacifist. You're listening to the WoW Challenges podcast, the home of the Iron Man Challenge. And here are your hosts, Stone and Leeta.
Hello and welcome to the WoW Challenges podcast. This is episode 92. Today is Saturday, November 4th, 2017. I am your host, Leeta, and joining me, well, I've got 3 special guests, but actually, I've got my co-host who is live on the screen, live at the scene over there at BlizzCon. So there's Stone. So say hi to Stone first, everybody. And he's got Leeta Koala. Yay!
Yay!
Fine.
Somebody didn't lose her.
Yeah, I wish I could. I wish I could call in directly, like there, but the net is not great there.
We did test that earlier.
I would not trust it. So.
Yeah. It was a little crazy, guys. We did have a quick phone call and it was quite funny. But you're here now and you're just gonna stay for a little bit. So he's not staying for all the show with me. He's just giving us a little bit of time so we can catch up on some BlizzCon stuff, which is very exciting. But I do have 2 other special guests with us today that I'm very excited. I have got Nisey and I have got Ster. So hey guys.
Hey.
Hey everybody.
Thank you for coming and helping me out and also helping Stone out. So I'm really appreciative that you guys are here and giving us a hand. So thank you. Round of applause. If I had a little cheery thing, I'd be like, yay! But I don't. I didn't think about that. Anyway, other than that, let's find out. Let's get straight into it, actually. So, we're changing things up a little bit, and we're going to go straight into BlizzCon stuff. So, first off, guess what? I've got a bumper to play. Maybe not.
Breaking now, news from the world of Warcraft with Leeta and Stone.
Yay! Okay, yes. So BlizzCon. BlizzCon's here. All right, so we've got lots of stuff to talk about. So Stone, do you want to take it? I know I've color coded everything, but I wasn't sure if you're going to be here. So do you want to take the first stuff? What do you want to talk?
Well,
Tell us. Hit us.
Well, okay, so I see that you've put it in color code, but if you go look at my notes, I kind of put them in order of what we should be expecting first, right?
Yeah.
So basically what we're going to be hit with first will be in 7.3.5 will be zone scaling. And if you guys remember, I'm going to say it, I told you so. I knew this was going to come a long time ago. That's what she said. But so basically what they're going to do, is have, your... So when you go through a particular world zone, whereas everything remains at like level 12 or 13 or 14, it will now scale. But it will be capped. So, for instance, like let's say if you went around into the lock, okay, where lots of us go, we don't know exactly what the caps are, but let's just guess at it and say that, let's say for the lock, it'll be capped at level 20. Let's just say it, right? Now, honestly, I think this is actually really good for us. It'll make things a little bit harder to level up at level. However, you will be able to go back. So, for instance, when you're level 25, you can then go back and maybe farm some other zones that only have a level 20 cap, let's say. So we don't know exactly what the caps are yet, but I actually think this is really good for us. It will change how we level, so it will make us think a little bit more about how to get better XP and that kind of stuff. And that's going to be coming very soon. Like 7.35 will be coming soon. We don't know an exact date yet. They never really said, but it's basically in there now. I think they just have to flip the switch. So
right,
yeah. Then the expansion. I mean, I was sitting there and I was wowed. Did you see like Sylvanas versus the Lion King? Like it's just it was amazing. I loved it. Just like that mass res, you know, he's trying to he's just trying to like, oh, I need some help, and we're so like desperate, and then everyone reses. It was amazing. I'm sorry. I'm very, very pumped for it. So basically, the bigger thing is that, you know, the cap is going to go up to 120, 120, and that shouldn't be a problem for us because we can take our tunes and now start to grind on Legion mobs and quests because they will max out at 110. And honestly, starting at I think I would think that if your character can get to 111, then you will start to see things go really quickly. We're gonna have it's probably gonna drop off at about 107 and 108, and from there, then you got to grind on lots of stuff, right? So. The other thing is we have new races, right? And they have to be unlocked. So you have to go play on your main or play, and then you can unlock these new ones that you can either do a race change or you can play it from scratch. Now, the big thing is that at scratch, they are going to start off at level 20. So it's not versus like a new tune at level 1. So it's, to be honest, it's the same deal. We're just kind of skipping 20 levels. I don't really think it's a big deal for us. I mean, I think we would allow them because we already allow the heirloom mount from 1 to 20. It's not a big jump. I think, you know, it's not like they're starting at level 55. That you know, that's a big jump, right? So, honestly, the other news that came out that kind of gets me a little bit worried, and especially after listening to the Q&A and hearing Ian talk about giving rewards for turning your PvP flag on to level up and do old world questing. I'm kind of worried that they're gonna make it so if you turn your PvP flag on, you're gonna get like an XP buff. That's my big thing. And
right,
because so I was actually having I was speaking with a friend about this, and they say, well, yeah, while they would have a XP buff, this is true. It also means that they are PvP flagged, so they can be killed instantly by anybody if they're, right? So some guy could just come down, land, boop, you're dead. So I think it's a bit of a reward. What is it, like reward versus risk, right?
Okay.
It's going to be a thing where versus likely risk, can't track that because you can't really track things like that. So I'm not sure how we'll handle a rule change on that or not, because typically we just don't allow XP buffs, right? So, and in this case, I think like at first I was like, XP buff, oh no. But then when I think about it, I'm like, well, sure, they get the XP buff, but the risk is really big because if you're dead, you're done, right? So it could be a matter of maybe letting somebody pick that buff, and then if they want to try to level that up, good luck, right? Because we've never had somebody that leveled up on a PvP realm. So the other thing, and to be honest, this is not all set in stone stuff. So they have not announced it, but I just feel like that's the way that they will go, just based on everything that I've heard. The other thing that they announced, I guess, is the Heart of Azeroth, which is going to be a neck piece. And there are armor augments that go along with it that you're going to get. I don't know if it's something you get at 110 to level up or if it's like a 120 thing. So overall, I mean, this gives you a huge buff. So we say that we wouldn't be allowed to use these at all. I'm hoping to track somebody down to be like, hey, can we make sure that we add these into the API so we can track this stuff, stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, overall, if you were thinking that we would allow things like that, have you listened to the show? Do you know the rules? Because it's quite obvious a non-iron thing to do. Right? Yeah. So, I think that was pretty much it from the expansion news, right? Like, I don't think of anything. I didn't think that there's anything else I heard that applied to us. There's lots of stuff I heard that I want to start playing it now. Like let's go, come on, right? So, they actually, it's surprising they did not even announce the next raid. That's something I didn't think about. Which we were all thinking that the next raid would be announced, saying, hey, the next raid will open up next week. But nope, they never even touched on that. And that wasn't even in the Q&A.
True.
Anyway,
interesting.
So raids do not apply to us. So, oh yes, okay. Oh yes, the other thing I missed here, I didn't make a note of it, was level scale. Was the level scale? Not level scaling. Was the options of choosing which zones you want to do. So now they're gonna say Outland and Northrend are both 62 80, which is like bye Outland. I mean, but who knows how this is going to affect Wrath scaling too, right? So we do know that there's going to be a stat squish. I mean, we knew it was going to come. It was never confirmed officially until about half hour ago-ish, right? So Ian did say that we will have a squish, which means that we need to watch out for that stuff, especially when it's live, like when it first is live. I'm sure there will be things that get missed. You just use your what do you want to call them? Use your other irons to check things out. Scout. Right. Sorry. So basically, from what I understood, it was Outland and Northrend 60 to 80, and then you could do Cataclysm and Mists 80 to 90, and then 90 to 100 is still going to be Warlords. But it's really cool that they're going to give you the option, so it gives us more paths to go. And I kind of feel like now we're going to have a harder time getting through those two parts, okay? Because we're not going to have an option to go back and grind on stuff, right? So with things at level between 60 and 80, it's going to be a lot harder to level up regardless of where you are. And similarly, same thing between 80 and 90. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be harder, which is good. I don't think it's going to be crazy nuts, which is good, but it's still going to be a thing that you are now going to have to get through this. And and instead of it being a 10 level jump, it's going to be a 20, which that's going to be big.
Okay. Yep.
I think that was it for expansion news, right? And then the other news, you know, we've been asked, I have been asked, would we ever support a private server Iron Man? And I've always said never, because I feel very, very strongly that you own how you feel about that, but you do not own the actual stuff, right? Blizzard's the only person that can actually say, yes, you can go make a private realm.
Yep.
If they do not say that, then we will not support that. Fancy that though is that like it's like as soon as they began to rewind everything, I'm like, oh my goodness, the crowd went nuts. And
I had chills. When they did the rewind. I'm like going, oh my lord. And then when you saw the Dwarf Hunter, that my heart's like just going, oh yeah, that was intense.
So I knew that because they didn't give a date on Friday, and they also said it again during the Q&A. It's going to be a while, okay? So don't expect it like I would even be surprised next year. I would say like 2 years from now. Max, but they need to make sure it's done right. Right? So I will say that 100% we will do a Iron Classic challenge, and it will be a separate list that is provided that Blizzard does make that information available for us to be able to get. And I will tell you that based on from what I remember, doing Iron Man or doing the Iron Challenge based on the old world stuff, like back then, it's going to be very hard because the leveling curve, from what I remember, really jumps once you hit level 50 and 51.
Yeah.
So it's great news for us though. So I'm really excited. Like this whole week has been woo.
Yeah.
It's not big changes like having specs, Azzy, and Azzy, you can change specs. So, that 2 years ago, that was a big deal, right? And that changed a lot for us.
Yeah.
But these changes, I don't really think change our rules. Maybe the PvP one might, depends on how they go with it. But overall, I feel really, really good. I feel pumped. I'm pumped up. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but
really,
maybe I'm still
not sure, guys. Do Ster, Nisey, do you think? I'm not sure. Not sure. Can't feel it. Yeah, I think we get the idea, and it is very exciting news, guys. What do you think, Nisey, Ster? how you feeling with the news? Like, yay, you pumped like Stone is? I'm pretty pumped too, but, you know, I'm trying to remain calm and, you know, to be... But what do you think? Ster, Nisey.
Yes, very nice. It's better than just another island. It's more content. The idea of classic is really cool. Even a refresh where, okay, it might change things up, like the leveling and outlands and things like that. So it needs new blood, and I'm glad to see it happening.
Yeah, I'm still riding this high of the zone scalings. It's going to change the game for Bloodthirsties a little bit. It's going to give us more of an option of where we can go, how long we can stay there. We'll probably get more mileage out of the rares. And so I'm really excited, and you know, it's going to have to wait till it comes out, and it's like, I want it now. Take my money, Blizzard, please take it. Let me get it, and then you can have all of it, because, you know, it's going to be an awesome expansion. I think it's something that we've all really been wanting after all this fell green and everything. It's just a new palette color, and let me tell you, watching the videos of the different scenes and of the different zones and stuff, you can see how much heart and soul was put into that artwork and everything. So I just can't wait to get in there.
Yeah, that the cinematic is amazing. I just about cried. I had tears from how my heart swelled, and then it went back down, and then it swelled again, and it's just like, this is awesome news. So I am pumped. I'm a little bit worried about the color scheme though. It's grey. Then I think, well, grey goes really well with red for the Horde. So, you know, I'm just saying. That's it. I'm wearing my Horde leggings today, so I'm already faction pride. Thank you. I'm bi-factional, people. Okay, you know, but I am for the Horde. So very exciting. Anyway, all right. What else have we got? What else do you want to talk about, Stone?
So, things that happened during my week here, because I don't think, like, is there, let me just very quickly scroll through the notes that you guys made. Called Taras, yeah, which is cool.
Looks exciting.
Oh yeah, we're getting more character slots, which is pretty cool. I mean, that doesn't really affect us as Irons. Actually, it would, because we can, you know, when we lose them, then, or lose our tunes, then we can actually keep them and not have to delete them. So yeah, we are getting 6 more slots each.
Yeah.
But
they,
actually,
mind you,
they
didn't say whether that increases to more slots per account though.
Yeah, that's what I was wanting to have asked, and nobody asked it, and I was like, see, that's the big thing I wanted increased. At least give us 10 more.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be capped at 50 still.
Yeah.
Sadness.
But one cool thing that we got, and I don't know who made this note in here, but that I thought was really cool, is that when you level up your Night Elf and all that stuff, you know, you're still going to be leveling up through the original zone versus how the zone changes at 120.
Yeah.
Which is cool, which is good. So it doesn't change anything for us, right? But as a player overall, it's really cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be, well, once again, again, all this stuff is very interesting. It's all, you know, I suppose we've got to bide our time and see how it all plays out. But it all sounds very interesting, all very exciting. And for the things that are going to come with our challenge tunes, whoo, oh boy, how many? Alcoholics is like, it's gonna be crazy. So which is good. It's, you know, for an alcoholic like most of us are that are right here, you know, to have all this accessibility to various things is makes it all nice and tingly good. So very excited about that.
What do you guys all think about what will come, because I mean, like, I can be raw, but like, do you guys what do you think about the Outland and Northrend thing? Because before going from only 10 levels, now it's 20.
Well,
I think it's going to be interesting. I mean, it'll change it a bit for us. We don't have to do Hellfire Peninsula anymore. We can skip around. We can hit the zones that we like in Outlands, and then, hey, we can go off to Northrend. Or we can just go and do every single zone in Northrend that we want to do. If we still need a couple levels, we can shoot back to Outlands. I think it's going to give us a lot more options leveling-wise, and I think it's going to be a good thing.
Choices.
Yeah, and if you think the climb to 110 is a long time, the climb to 120 is going to be even longer. So if it kind of accelerates the lower levels, that's fine, because you're going to really pay for it at the higher end.
Yes, absolutely. I do agree with that, Ster.
Yeah. So I want to know from the three of you right now. So you've got your new irons, say, to level 60 or 58, whichever you're going to say. What is the first zone you're going to hit? Where are you going to go? So you go into Northrend, you're going to hit, like, go straight to Storm Peaks, or you're going to, like, what would you do? Stone, where would you go? First off, what zone?
I would still go to Anchor Marsh at level 60. And then
okay.
Actually, it's interesting because we don't know. Oh, I guess everything is going to scale, so you can go to any zone. Oh my goodness gracious!
Yeah,
Nisey, while he's thinking about it, where would you go?
It's a little overwhelming right now to sit here and think about it, because it's like, oh well, now this throws my entire leveling process completely out of whack.
Yep.
But at the same time, it's like, I don't have to do Outlands if I'm sick of doing this zone. If it's too crowded, I can go somewhere else. And it, like I said, for a Bloodthirsty, I'm really excited, because if some spot gets way too busy, and right now you're limited because you kind of need to stay within the same level range of a zone, or if you can try to chance to step out of the zone, and that might not go so well. But depending on how things are going to hit, and because we had that big jump in Eastern Plaguelands when you first get out there, and it's not, mobs don't hit as hard in the other 40 zones, so it's like, I'm going to see how it plays out first. If Northrend doesn't hit that terribly hard, then I'm probably going straight to Northrend, at least for a few levels, might double back to Nagrand, and then I might head back to like Storm Peaks or something, kind of hit my favorite spots.
Yeah. Okay, Ster, what about you?
Yeah. Much like what Nisey said, I really enjoy Zangamarsh too. It's probably one of the most treasure-rich zones, including rares and treasures, of any place. So it'd be fun to go there, and really familiar with it. Even the cave that bothers hunters, no names. But yeah, I would probably do that. And hey, Loch Modan, I'll do that at first, just because, again, fun. But yeah, I'll tell you where I won't go. Dragon Blight, or as I like to call it, Drag On and On Blight. That's not my favorite zone.
Okay, well, I've got Townie says Argent Tournament at 60.
That's actually
Jousting.
That's interesting, because are they going to scale that too? Right?
Possibility.
That's a good question.
Yeah. That's interesting. Okay, Stone, have you formed your answer? No? Okay.
Well, yes and no. Okay. I don't really have a for sure answer. It's just it's more about where do I feel comfortable killing things and questing at level.
Okay.
So because everything will be at level, doesn't matter where you are.
Yeah.
So you go pick a zone, I would assume one that has mobs that are not as tightly packed.
Yeah.
Then you should be okay.
Right.
But once you're done that, well, good luck. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I can understand you guys with a bit of love for Zangarmarsh. I killed my first iron there, oh, sorry, my second iron there. So I don't have that much love for Zangarmarsh. So I would probably go to Nagrand and go find my island and contemplate life for a bit. And then I think I would go to Storm Peaks and then down to Grizzly Hills. I would kind of do a slight Northrend reversal of, because Storm Peaks is so pretty. Plus, it's got lots of snow. And I don't get snow. So anywhere that's snow in-game, I kind of like. So I'd probably do that. And then after that, I'd have to see. But I kind of feel like finding a path, because I'm not quite there. I mean, I have only got my irons at what is she, 67, 68, whatever she is. So, you guys have done this a lot more, so you'll find your stride, and then you can give us all more tips and hints and help. So I'm relying on you guys to tell us what's going to be good. That's what I'm relying on. So that'll be very exciting. All right. Well, that sounds good. What else, Stone? What else did you want to touch on to talk about? Your beard. Do you want to touch your beard? Touch?
Okay. So, okay. So this week, we were able to finally deliver on the stretch goals that we had for my walk.
Mm-hmm.
And I think in total we did raise 5,300. I think so.
Wow.
And one of the stretch goals was to dye the beard and to stream it live.
Mm-hmm.
And Celeste Delon did this out of his own free time, not as like a Blizz employee and stuff like that. And getting to chat with him a bit it's really cool to see that he's a geek too.
Yeah.
Like he loves this game.
Mm.
Okay, so so I want to say thank you to him, everybody that pitched in. That we went from 2,100 last year to 51 to 53 this year, which is a big jump. And to be honest, I attribute most of that to the beard dyeing and to Thule putting up a small fortune. So
Thule is awesome.
because I think he honestly, I think I looked at the numbers and I think he is 37% or something like that. I know it was really high, and yet he didn't get drawn to win the book. And I was like, oh, that's interesting how it worked out. But thank you very, very much. It's a cause that's near and dear to my heart. So it does affect us all, or it does affect myself and my wife and my boys and all that stuff. So thank you very, very much. So this weekend I was accepted to be a participant in the meet and greet, where if you were a Twitch affiliate, you can go Con Before the Storm was going to give you a spot free and do your thing, right? And meet folks, right? And I don't think much of myself. Okay, so when I think of stuff like that, I think, well, who are we? I think you guys are all great, and you guys do a lot more than me. So when I look at things like this, I think of, well, I can help to push us forward, right? So I was a little bit worried that nobody was going to know it was me, because it was kind of touted as a meet me versus meet the guy that does the website kind of thing, right? So I was a little bit worried that people were going to be like, well, who knows this guy, right? And no one was going to show. and it was insane. Like I just it crazy.
Cool.
I met so many folks. I do have some pins left over, which I'm very like. There's only a handful of pins left, and those ones I'm gonna keep to see if we can beat the see if we can beat the U.S. Postal Service, because some of the pins didn't make it out, some of them did. So not sure why some of them did. I know why some of them didn't, but it doesn't seem that there's like any rhyme or reason to it, because they're all in the same position.
Seems strange. You know, maybe
but, I mean,
if you know someone
shift.
who, you know, deals with that kind of stuff all the time, they could help.
Well,
give you some advice. You know. Maybe.
Yeah, I think this time we're going to be putting them into like a little box or something, but I'm not really sure how to get these little boxes, and I don't know. Like, so I will figure something out. I do have about 20 left, so I should have enough to resend them out for the folks that let me know that they arrived. Not really. They basically arrived with a envelope that was ripped, right? So. And this is also clearly not somebody ripping the envelope and taking out the pin. This is a processing thing. So it was just like it basically got squished out. So the other thing I did was the Warcraft panel, and
yes, that's right.
I will tell you that I was able to not make a mess in my pants.
Yay!
However,
that's good.
That was the worst thing I think I've ever been through in my entire life, because I was so scared.
Okay.
It is. I will tell you that being able to sit, like even right now, I don't see people. Right, I'm looking at this little dot. So it's different when you see. There is about I can't even think of how many there were. The room was packed.
Wow. Okay.
And I was also afraid that, you know, because of the timing of it, people were gonna not go because it was late, right? And you kind of figure that and actually it might not have been too bad for me, because the less people that are there, the less on edge I feel. But I think things went okay. Anyway, so I'm glad I got through it. I think I would have really felt bad about not doing it, because it's funny trying to lead up to this. It felt like I was always trying to find reasons to not do it because I was scared. And if I did that, I would have kicked myself, because that's something that I will remember for the rest of my life, going through what I did.
Yeah, right? That's amazing.
So it was actually really fun to do, and I really loved it. And I want to say thank you to the folks that actually pushed for me and pushed for us to be on there, so that, you know, we could get more folks to learn about us and stuff like that. And that was Beck, Bell, Go Face, and Ro.
Nice.
All four of them
awesome people.
Actually pushed for me to be on the group. And it was wild. It was a wild ride. And every time it came to me, man, nerves shot up, started getting hot. Man.
Well, just on behalf of everyone, we want to thank you for representing us and the entire Iron Challenge community. So thank you.
Oh, absolutely. You did great. I actually stayed up and listened to it. It was great.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was other thing too is that I think there was a little bit of a mix-up because I was originally told that it was going to be streamed like on a screen, right? And it didn't turn out that way. It was like it was live on Alpha Geek, right? And that's the first that I had heard of it.
Yeah.
So I think honestly, if they were to do something like that again, hopefully Leeta will be there.
Yeah.
And
Well.
Yeah.
Breaking news.
And
I will be next year.
I think people know Leeta.
Oh,
so
no one knows me.
I think you would
Don't
be
silly.
a much better person to have up there because you have.
Because I gab on. That's what you're saying?
No, you can speak well, and you know how to gab.
I try
Me,
to.
I'm just like, here's my answer. Yes, no.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll see what happens. But yes, I am organizing to go to BlizzCon next year and to see Stone. So, whatever happens, we will, if we are able to, partake in something like that again. Yeah, bring it on. Let's have some fun. So definitely, let's do it. I say. But yeah.
So
you did awesome
before
though.
I go,
very much.
So before I go, because I don't think we were planning on me staying the whole show, I just want to say that it's been great pushing and trying to rep for you guys and watching how you guys went through stuff. Damn. So I don't know why. It's coming out. So I don't know, how things go with health and all that stuff. So I'm not planning on things going bad or anything like that, but you never know what will happen. But it's been my pleasure to try to grow where we are. And hopefully we can take that next leap.
Yep.
And
definitely.
Yeah.
It's very exciting.
Thank you all for letting me rep you as best as I can. I mean, and honestly, I don't feel like I'm the best guy to do that, but I will try my best. And it's been just thank you very much.
Oh, thank you,
So
Stone. I think we all appreciate it.
To be honest, I will be taking a nap.
Yep.
Because I
You
had
need
a
it.
espresso for the first time because she forced me to. And
sure.
I will be taking a nap for a good few hours, and then I'll be heading to the Hilton and all in that area to say some goodbyes.
Yeah.
To some folks.
Awesome.
Because we're pretty much done.
Yeah. All right. Well, we thank you so much for joining us for a little bit of the show. We appreciate it. We appreciate your love and passion for this community, not only the WoW community in itself, but obviously the WoW Challenges community. And we appreciate everything that you have done for all of us, like really. So you go have your nap, take a Leeta Koala, make sure she has some coffee. Don't give her alcohol. She gets sick. Jeez, do I not teach you anything? You go rest up and give those hugs to all those people that you need to give hugs to. Say hi from all of us as well, and enjoy your time, and we will talk to you soon. Okay?
I'm very proud of you because the stream sounds good. Everything's
thank you.
good.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome.
All right.
Safe travels back.
Yes,
Okay.
have a good trip home.
Okay.
All right, we'll talk to you later. Everyone say bye to Stone. He'll be back next week.
Bye.
Bye. All right. So there he goes. All right, hang on 2 seconds. Doing it live, people. I'm just changing things up. And then, Ster, while I'm changing things up, how about let's go into your week. So since we've heard all this exciting things, what have you been doing in this crazy world of Warcraft that we love so much?
Yeah. It's like, oh, you mean we got to talk now?
We got to talk. I know.
I'm riding on that aura that Stone created for all of us.
I know, it's so exciting.
So, the picture on the screen for you see my contest shaman, the panda, and so I've been taking a break, from killing monks, which, by the way, has become a hobby of mine. I'm like on my 8th or 9th monk now. And and so those 2 weeks was a nice break from it, to do the contest. So again, I tip my hat to Marg, for creating that contest. That was a lot of fun. It took me out of my comfort zone.
Fun.
And I'm back into doing
That's
the
an
monk. I'm
interesting
about to
word.
ding 70, so we're getting up there.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well done.
But,
Okay.
I mentioned this earlier in Discord, but I got to say, I am still suffering post-contest jitters after playing that squishy panda shaman, because after you got past that wind tunnel, you just were constantly looking over your shoulders. If someone would step on a twig, I'm beelining it. I'm soiling my armor and running at the same time, and so I'm still more nervous than a yippy dog when the doorbell rings. That's just the way I am right now. So which means that maybe the monk will live a little bit longer, because the monk is kind of overpowered right now, and so I just go up to things and go, "You're gonna die," and they do, but that won't last because I'm on number 9. So, but that's about it for me.
Okay.
How about you? How about you, Nisey? What have you been doing?
Oh gosh, do you guys really want to know this?
Yeah.
No.
Come on. I do. All right. Bye,
I
sir.
do.
Bye, no.
I'm kidding.
What you been doing?
What haven't I? All right, so I've been really busy this week. I don't know where I found the time, but I've gotten back into the swing of things, and I managed to touch all 12 of my Bloodthirsties this week, and the Pacifist.
Nice.
I guess I've recovered from not feeling well last week, so the only thing I didn't get done was the starting zone posting for the blog this week. I do apologize. I got wrapped up in all the BlizzCon hype and totally forgot I didn't do it. I was thinking of the one I did the week before and thought I was good.
Nice.
Apparently, I forgot.
Oops.
We'll rectify that this week. So that'll be coming. But yeah, I mean, I've gotten back on my Bloodthirsties, which felt so much better after being on the irons. I don't do irons very much. I have 2 that are kind of bumming around. One's at level 29, one's at level 10. I need to start getting back into those. But after all of the nerve-wracking focusing on quests and making sure I wasn't going into full bloodthirsty mode and overkilling for the quests, and it's like, oh my goodness, and then asking you guys in Discord, well, where do you go next? Do you think this quest is safe? It was like a bundle of nerves, and I was like, oh my god. I mean, I did get a personal best in the contest before she died.
Yes.
But
you did so well.
It felt so much better getting back on my Bloodthirsty, and I was just like, I'm home now. The things are good. We're all good. The stress was just totally lifted off. And so I went back to focusing on those. Everybody survived this week, so that was fantastic. I've got 4 in Outlands now, which is quite the task, I've got to tell you. It's not so much of that there's 4 in Outlands, it's how long the levels take while you're in Outlands to get through them. And I'm not killing green mobs, guys. I'm killing like orange. Some of them are red. So it's not like I'm like just, messing around with, green mobs and poking them. No, I'm actually trying to push forward. So I did actually do some primal farming on my paladin over the weekend and last weekend. And things were a little rough on the edges when I was going after some 71s up there on the primal plateau until someone reminded me in my stream that paladins have buffs and you can use them. And I was like, oh, right. And then I thought, oh, well, I can only have the one, right? I didn't read it right and forgot I can have both buffs active at the same time. And I was like, wow, this made things so much easier.
Nice.
And then the 71s were just like falling over, and I'm like, okay, we're good now. So I was up there maybe 2 hours and had the place to myself till right at the end of her level. Within maybe 5 or 10 minutes, somebody else showed up. Like, I was just about to ding. But it was nice. I was getting 900 XP a kill up there. It was fantastic. And
Wow.
Because the
Nice.
XP was increased because I was killing these higher level mobs. It took me 414 kills that level to get to 67. So I was like, oh, awesome. She's got one more level and onto Northrend she will be going.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I've also got the druid out there who's taking her time. She's a little one that's going to have to be nurtured a bit. We can't rush her too hard. She's a little squishy. I've been finding, you know, wrath heal, and so really got to watch the health on her. Hunter's been bumming around again, and where did he go this week? I think he was in Nagrand again. So I've got the paladin and the hunter both in Nagrand. Hunter went there a little early, but he's doing all right. I mean, he's getting there. I don't think I'm quite brave enough to hit the red mobs on him yet. I was doing that in all the way up through the vanilla zones. I'm not quite sure I want to try it. I think I've hit maybe 1 or 2 red by accident on him.
Yeah.
It was okay, but you know, it took a minute. I have taken that advice from Never Died and put the pet into defensive stance. However,
Yep. Good
I keep
thinking.
forgetting the pet's in defensive stance. So I'm shooting this mob. I'm like, Bunny, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, I forgot to tell you to attack it. So it's like, right, that would help. So something I'm slowly getting used to.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've got the druid, the paladin, the hunter, and the warlock are also out there. So warlock's doing okay. Gonna go slow with her.
Yep.
Druid hit 60, Warlock hit 60.
Do you find the lock is still squishy, or has it actually, the more that you've leveled, that she started to become a bit, you know, a bit more better? Because I know getting the lock up to 20, they are squishy as anything.
Yeah.
Which I'm really surprised at. I keep saying I'm really surprised how squishy they are, even though they've got the imp. But you don't get Voidy until 20, and even then, Voidy still makes it squishy. So it's like, yeah.
Yeah, it's been interesting. I'll tell you what, Locke's not really my class, and so when I'm on her, I feel a little bit clumsy, but, you know, it's going okay. She just feels slow.
Yeah.
A lot slower compared to my other casters. Like, even the druid feels faster than her right now.
Okay.
And it's just, I don't know, it could just be me getting into the swing of things, although I don't really have that many buttons to hit. I'm like, oh, what am I hitting? I'm hitting like the 3 main buttons, and then I'm draining life. And then when I get enough for a Chaos Bolts instant killing the stuff in Zangarmarsh right now, at least the level range that I'm at, 62s to 63s.
Yeah.
So that's not so bad. But I mean, you just got to save up for the Chaos Bolt. So far so good. She's okay as long as I'm hitting drain life, but things get a little interesting when I get 2 mobs on me. So I'm trying to be really careful. She only pulls 1 at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gotten a little better above 20. But I'm not going to be pulling like 3 and 4 mobs, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, and I'm like not touching Rain of Fire at all. I'm like,
Yeah.
You need to go somewhere else. You are for emergency. I'm going to die anyway, so I'm going to pop it kind of situation.
Yeah.
That's like totally last resort. But I will tell you, I have been keeping track of my kills. It's something I have always kind of been doing. I just wasn't doing the math to see how many kills it took to get to each level. I just started doing that recently. Paladin is up to a kill total of 10,961 at level 67. Now, granted, I am playing on rested. So it's interesting to see. You know, I was surprised it took a few less kills this level to level than it did the level previous. Level previous was like 429.
Yeah.
So that 900 XP definitely made up the difference there, and that's why the kills were a little bit less. I'm expecting that to go up though, as I get through. Now, I do have a vague number in my head from when my priest died at 85 of 18,000 kills is what she was at, I think. So I'm going to be interested to see how many kills the paladin gets up to, and if she makes it that high. But it's been an interesting week. Rogue is heading to Blasted Lands this week, and they hit 53. I've been playing a little bit, not cautious, and we'll go with that. I'm tired of Winter Spring. I have been in Winter Spring since level 47. And I want to get out now. So it's like 53. The others went to Blasted Lands at 53. I need to get out of here now. I can't take it anymore. So she's going to shoot over
fair
there.
Enough. Yeah.
I actually got a really good transmog piece to drop for it was a male piece that I've actually been trying to get. Was too much money on the auction house. It dropped in Winter Spring when I was on the rogue. I was like, thank you, and mailed that off to my shaman. So I was really happy about that. And I gotta tell you, one more level on the mage, and all of the Bloodthirsties will be level 20 and higher again. So that's what I'm working for this week.
Nice.
And I did work on the Demon Hunter this week. I found the time, guys. And let me tell you.
Lots of killing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, when I went to Azuna. I found a nice little spot. There's red mobs mixed in with yellow, and there's a quest mob that respawns pretty quick. And so I'm kind of hanging out near Farendale, I believe it's called. And it's near Fell Blaze Point, I think it's called. Can't remember. So it's like a nice little secluded corner. Hardly anybody is over there. I think I saw one person killing mobs when I was flying above and I was AFK for a second. But being level 101 and being in Azuna, until the mobs flipped over to level 101, it was tough because they stayed level 100 until you hit that certain percentage point where they flip over. Before they flipped over, I was getting 342 XP a kill, sometimes 410, depending on what I killed. Yep. It was killing me. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm never getting out of here. I am never seeing level 102. Yeah. I was just beside myself, which is why I really hadn't been working on her, because I'm like, I have to get the energy to be working on her. I can only handle an hour on her at a time. And so I was like, that's it. You know what? It's BlizzCon weekend. I'm going to watch the Overwatch matches, and I'm going to level this. Yeah. Sat down. Now, when I had last left off, she has like 57% through the level. And I sent her back to Darlaran. Had to deal with the stupid person bothering me about, oh, we need to talk to you. I'm like, shut up and go away. And I'm like, I don't want to talk to you. Yeah. Go away. She's just like chattering in my ear, and I'm like, shut up. So I was like, I got to go back to Azuna. She's bothering me. Yeah. So I went back out there, got set up, started killing stuff, and realized, oh, hey, wait, the mobs flipped over to 101 finally. Ooh. I was like, cool. Started killing them. They gave me 1100 XP. I was like, oh, thank you. I was so excited. I breezed through the second half of the level like within 2 hours. I was like, oh my god, thank you so much. Because I was going to cry if it was going to be still 342 XP. I was like, this is ridiculous. How can anybody level like this? But I haven't killed anything since hitting 102, so we'll see what happens there. I'm taking my time with her, so I tucked her back in her corner. I'm pretty sure she's rested through this level, even though I just dinged because she's been sitting that long. Yeah. But that's okay. That's okay. She's a side project. Yeah. And I got my druid level that I'm also working on as a side project in Resto. Bloodthirsty. Yeah. And she's still in her starting gear. She got level 23, and part of me is like, oh, I really normally go to Arathi. Let's go. And I'm like, no. You're going to stay here another level. Because even though I'm Resto and I've got healing options, she's still a little squishy because of the lack of armor. So it's like, it's going to be a careful balance. Pretty soon it's going to be like I'm naked, pretty much, because the armor is not going to matter because the mobs are going to start hitting harder than the armor is going to protect. Yeah. So we'll see what happens there, and I'm just trying to get to level 100 on her. That's my main goal, because I really don't think it's doable in the starting gear for Legion based off what I was testing with Stone, and I'm going to start collecting gear as she gets higher so she has it to put on at level 100, but I got to tell you, the Demon Hunters, they're OP. They are too OP. I'm sorry, guys, you can be mad at me all you want. I'm pulling 4 and 5 mobs on this Demon Hunter Bloodthirsty. Wow. And only once did I hit half health because the quest mob popped back up and my AoE tagged it before I wanted it to. But I was just like, this is ridiculous. I should not be pulling this many mobs. But because they're so AoE heavy and tank spec, which is what I went with her, it made sense to pull more because killing them 1 and 2 at a time took a lifetime. And I'm like, this is so slow. But it seemed like when I pulled more, it almost kind of felt like they went down faster, probably just because I had more of them in front of me. But I mean, it was crazy. I'm like, what is this? This goes against everything that I normally do.
Yeah.
And I was just like, why am I pulling this many? And then I'm like, let's pull a few more and see how it goes. But
just
like,
remember, don't do that on another toon. Just as long as
you know. Well, she's my only horde alive right now, so that's a one good thing that I know.
Nice.
She's separate and special. So.
Nice.
But yeah, it was a really busy week, and then I managed to get the pacifist in too. I started working on her when I was actually listening to Stone on his thing on the Alpha Geek radio.
Yep.
The one night when I was trying to stay awake, I was like so tired. I need to stay awake. So she let me tell you, I know somebody in the chat said that they were going to 1,000 Needles, and I think a week or two before on their pacifist, and they were like, "Oh, that sweet mithril. It's not worth it to me." The mithril, a lot of it was in the water and down in the crevices, and there's big bad red things. Even though I was a little bit higher than them, I felt if I got too close, I was gonna pull them, and I didn't want that. And then there was people around me, and I'm like, yeah, no. So I tell you what, I went back to Feralis, and it was a lot better there. There was a lot more blindweed to pick, which was giving me 1,500 XP a pick. Which was way more than the mithril gave me. Mithril gave me 120 when I found one that I could get to and hit. So, just my personal preference, I did not like 1,000 Needles. It made me really nervous, and I was like, not happy. And so I was like, I need to go somewhere else where I can actually see the mob that's coming at me. And just, I guess maybe going underwater, and I don't do well with underwater. It was bad. For me, and I was just like depth perception issues. So I tried it. A couple places were okay that you could get to, but it seemed like it was more effort than it was gonna be worth trying to figure out what I could grab and couldn't grab out there. But that was just me. I mean, I'm sure if somebody else is more familiar with the zone and they're higher and they don't care, hey, great, that's fine. But no, I went back to Feralis. It was a lot safer.
Nice. Well, I suppose that's one of the main things that seems to be a running thread, isn't it? When you're leveling your toons, is to keep your familiarity with your quests or with your mobs that you're killing. And as soon as I know that if I wander somewhere I'm not used to, then I find I get a bit, like, it becomes a bit anxious, a little bit unsure of, and that's normally when I end up dead, which is par for the course, because I mean, how else are you going to get used to a place if you don't push yourself through it? But that would be the main thing. Yeah,
I gave it a shot, and I'm like, do not want all over this stamp, do not want. And I was like, you know what? I could either go back to Western, Eastern Plaguelands loop I was doing, but I was getting really tired of that. And I had been back and forth from Feralis to Eastern, Western Plaguelands, and I was like, you know what? I'm here. Let me just shoot over to Feralis. I really don't feel like continent hopping again.
Yeah.
So I'm lazy when it comes to traveling. I'm just like, yeah, no. And my Hearthstone was set to fuse light, so that really wasn't gonna help me either. So I was like, okay. So
nice.
Let's just shoot over to Feralis, and I've got a lot more things that I can get to easily over there where there's not any mobs in the way, or if there is mobs there, they're yellow. Yeah. So it's like, that's okay, that's cool, and there wasn't that many people around, so I'm like, hey, that's awesome. And one last thing, right before we went live, I found out I got my Twitch affiliation request in, so yay! I'll be filling that paperwork out tomorrow.
That is awesome news.
So I'm excited about that.
So proud of you. That is wonderful. So how exciting. And what something exciting to top off BlizzCon. We've just seen BlizzCon. Right? We've still, obviously we've got a bit of BlizzCon to go. Or has the concert started yet? Is anyone watching?
I'm not sure.
No one's watching. Everyone's watching us. Hey, on you guys. Thank you. But we'll have to check out the
I've
the
got
band.
the ticket. I can restart it later if it is. So it's like, oh, whatever.
Yes, but we're so proud of you. That is wonderful news to get at the end of. You've had a great weekend. Stone's had a great weekend. Stir's not killing a monk for a while, so he's having a good weekend. You know, that's wonderful. That is very wonderful. So, good on you guys. That's great. Okay. Well,
Leeta, what has your week looked like?
Okay, we're ready. We're ready for it.
We're ready.
We're ready. Okay, all right. I got to the point that I was like, wow, I've not done that much this week, but I've done a lot of other things. And then yesterday happened and last night happened, and I kind of went, you know, pedal to the metal, so to speak. But to start off the week, I ended up deleting my contest toon. I had her sitting there. I had some auctions up, and I kind of felt like, but I ended up deleting her. So no more Panda Shamans. Done with Panda Shamans. Done
Ditto.
in particular with Shamans. Anyway, we'll see. So at the moment I was like, okay, that's cool. I was happy. She made a little bit of gold. So, you know, I'm like, yeah. So I sent that over to my bank toon. She's like, thanks very much, KK, bye-bye. And then I jumped on. So I thought I'd level some of the lobies to start off with. So I thought I'd jump onto, because I made a new Night Elf Hunter over on Warcraft. And so I've been leveling her slowly. So I took her from 10 to 13, which was quite good. Of course, where else would I be but Luck Modan? And I don't know how many rares were up, but there was a lot. I went from 10 to 13 and it was quite fast. It was quite good. But when the rares went up, Murlocs and Trogs, like seriously, what else am I gonna kill? It's so good. It's just well spaced, easy to pull, you know, hunters just going pew pew pew, off I go. So I was happy with that. So when I hit level 13, now I had said to you, Nisey, a couple months ago, I was gonna start keeping track of my kills as well. I made a spreadsheet because, you know, that's what you do. And I've just been recording once I hit the level, you know, how many kills. Because at the end of it, I just want to have my own little scope and see what I've done. And I think it's quite interesting. You know, these pixels of mass destruction. That's how I'm looking at it. Actually, that's a really good title for my spreadsheet. Anyway, so by the time I hit level 13, she's killed 389 things to get to level 13, which I kind of went, okay, that seems, you know, that's kind of cool. Then I hopped onto my little human warlock, because, you know, I'm a sucker for a warlock. As we all know, you know, warlocks are really the master race. Just saying, master class. And from that, I thought, well, I better do. Even though she's a bit squishy, I'm still plodding on with her. So I got her from 10 to 11. Because she's so squishy, I don't like pushing her through too many levels. It's just, you know, I'm just trying to get through a level, and we'll see how it goes. So when she hit level 11, I checked her kill total, and she's at 275. So I was like, okay, all right, that's interesting. You know, so I added all to my spreadsheet. Again, got her over in Luck Modan. I try and play them at different times so I'm not fighting myself for the rares. Because really, that's what I'm doing. So I was happy with how she did. And then I jumped on to my bigger Night Elf. So I have another Night Elf over on Oceanic. And I took her. So she was level 33. And I took her up to 34. But I keep saying this, and I cannot stress this enough. I really can't. Playing on Oceanic and hunting rares can be quite painful. I love Wormrest for the rare hunting. I really do. It is great. But I hop over to Oceanic, and I'm like running round and round in circles. And I think that day I got 2 rares. But I went from Hinterlands, where I got 1 rare up, which I think was the giant, you know, that pats back and forth on top of the mountain over at the side near the water. And then there was nothing else up, and I was like, yeah. And everyone knows how many there is, a heap of rares in Hinterlands. So then I was like, right, I'm going to Western Plaguelands, because Western Plaguelands has got a lot of rares as well. So I go running around Western Plaguelands. I'm dealing with orange mobs. Not so many red, but a lot of orange. And I got a lot of Discovery XP, which was good. 1 rare was up. And I'm like, you know what, Oceanic? I am not feeling the love. So she dinged level 34. And then I promptly recorded her kills. So she's up to 1,956 kills once she hit level 34. And then I went, you know what, I'm not feeling love, so I logged out. I was like,
yeah, it's amazing how many rares will replace X number of kills, especially when you're rested.
Yes.
And it's definitely, you can definitely see when I'm looking at my kill totals of the toons that are around the same level, who got the more rares at the lower levels. Because you can definitely see that. And let me tell you, when you get a rare at a higher level, it's like, oh, thank God.
Christmas.
That's like 8,000 Lex XP I need to get.
Yeah.
But I gotta tell you, I know Ster said Zangarmarsh has got a lot of rares in it. Haven't seen a single one. I've not seen a single rare on any of my Bloodthirsties.
Maybe you need to go over to Oceanic.
Yeah, you know,
maybe it's reversed.
I wonder what the lag's like. You know, I was just like, that might be an idea. Because I was just like, oh my goodness.
Yes.
Like, it's been tough. The time that I play, like, if I start earlier in the morning, I can maybe catch 1 or 2 up. I had a rough time in Winter Spring, the last level through there on the Rogue, because I was checking all the spots while I was in those areas. I couldn't get comfortable in a spot. I felt antsy. Couldn't find anything up. Managed to get like 1 rare in it towards the end of the level. But as I'm playing, I start to hit the time frame where the generation that's in school is getting out of school. So between like 2 in the afternoon to like 4 in the afternoon, you can tell when school has let out, because the server influx of people that I'm running across, it just goes bam. And I'm like, oh goodness, now I'm getting cross realms like crazy. And I'm like, okay, my nerves are shot. I need to go make dinner. This is it. I'm done. I'm done for the day, because I can't get anything, and I don't try to rare hunt, but it certainly helps when I come across one.
It does, and especially for, you know, obviously for the Bloodthirsty, it is a big help. And sometimes I always try and do a rare hunt first, just to see if anything's up. And then if I've not dinged, I'll grind out. You know, I'll find my grind spot and go from there. But sometimes you just want to rare hunt. It's a bit like sometimes you just want to fish, or, you know, if you're on your normal toon, or you just want to do something in particular. So if I just want to rare hunt, then I'll just go rare hunting and do that. But when you get that rare, it is like, you know, it's like a piece of, it's like a good Tim Tam that you're just sitting down with your cup of coffee, and you've bitten off the corners, the diagonal corners of your Tim Tam, and you just lean over and you use it as a straw with your coffee, and then you turn around and quickly pop it in your mouth. That's called a Tim Tam Slam, people. That is like magic. It is pure, unadulterated food heaven. That's how I look at rare hunting. When you get that rare, and that XP is just so good. So, Yeah, that's my comparison. Do you like that? Did you like that one? I thought that was quite good.
That was a new one, I will say.
Tim Tam Slams
Now
is
I've got
awesome.
a craving.
Yeah. All right. Tim Tams next year, Ster. You and me, buddy. We're going to do it. All right.
You got it.
Yeah. All right. And then, okay, so then last night, I'm thinking, here I am, after BlizzCon. I've had a day where I woke up at 3 a.m. I'm still going at 8 p.m. last night. And I'm like, you know what? Let's just keep going. So I jumped onto my little gnome monk who was level 25. And I got her to 26 quite quickly. Rare hunting in wetlands. I managed to get I think there was 4 of them up. And then I headed over to hinterlands where I got another 2 up, and she was pretty much like I did some other grinding, but she dinged 26 and I'm like, hey, awesome, done. So she had hit where's she up with kills at 1,259 kills to get to level 26. So I'm like, right, okay, cool, I'm happy with that. Then I was like thinking, okay, who else can I play? I'll play my little priest, because the priest is so cool at low levels. Like, she is tearing stuff up. So I jumped on her, and she was level 12, and I took her to level 13 quite quickly because she's over in Loch Modan. And how many rares were up? I hit 4 rares, as well as did quite a few murlocs, and she was level 13 like in no time. So she's at 370 kills for level 13. So I'm like, sweet.
Now, what spec are you on your priest?
Just whatever she is. She's got,
Okay, so
I think it's disc.
Yeah.
Is it disc?
Disc
Whatever.
is good.
Yeah, I've like my max level priest is Shadow, and I can't play her. I'm just like, I have no idea. So I'm just going. I'm just going with it. Yeah, I'm just going with it. I'm like, you know what? For the moment, I'm just gonna go with that. Yeah, again, sometimes I do wonder, can I change specs? Chat room. Is he still here? He may not be here. Anyway, just making sure, just throwing out the question. And then, so it's getting a little bit late last night, but I'm still, obviously after you've had 8 coffees, you're still kind of awake. And thanks, Azzy. Thank you. I knew you'd be right onto that question. Azzy says, yes, you can change specs. Thank you. So I thought, you know what? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling in the zone. I'm going to hop onto my big girl. So I hopped onto my, my blood leader, my human warrior, and off she goes. So I've got her in Blasterlands, but I go back between Blasterlands and Swamp of Sorrows. So that was quite good. So I hit level 56 last week. And I was quite happy. I went to the auction house. She'd sold over 3,000 worth of green, transmog gear. I'm like going, I'm going to be able to be able to buy some game time soon. The way she's raking in this gold, I'm determined. She's going to get enough gold to be able to do that. That excites me. Like, I'm really excited about that. And then I took her through Blasterlands. We had a run around. There was like 1 rare up. So I thought, well, I'm going to go back to Swamp of Sorrows because, again, Swamp of Rare Palooza is my other name for it. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rares. So I was quite happy with that. And then I took her back to Blasterlands where I was grinding through the ogres. And then I took her down to, where is it? Where the Naga is, along the coast over there. So eventually she dinged level 57. And I was like, oh my Lord, that went way faster than I realized. So I was really happy about that. So once I dinged, and I thought this was quite quite amusing. When I checked her kill count, she was at 6,667. So 6,667. But yeah, there was a point of me that I looked at it and I was like, whoa, okay, all right, cool, okay. So yeah, so anyway, really happy because highest bloodthirsty that I've ever done. The warrior is a freaking machine. I accidentally pulled 3 Naga. Don't even ask me how I did that. Accidentally somehow did something stupid, pulled 3. She just mowed them down. I wasn't even worried. Like, I just was not worried on her. I didn't even have to go, ah! I was just like, boom, 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 they're dead, boom, 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 they're dead, you know, and I was like, then she kind of just picked herself up, you know, just brushed off her shoulder and was like, yeah, I handle my stuff, it's okay. So, you know, she was good. So loving Prot, really loving Prot. So yeah, I didn't get time to do any irons, because I felt that it would not be the best weekend. Because I was awake at 2 o'clock this morning. Yay!
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, so I felt that thinking about a quest and actually then going, whereas with at least the bloodthirsty, I just get out there, you know, just get out there and kill.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
Victory Rush rocks. Iron Man Path, absolutely. Victory Rush is awesome, and the charge one. I love that. Like, Blizz, can we have some more charges? I get a bit jealous of, you know, having a kill, charge, kill, you know. That was awesome. So yeah, so I have had a really good week. I've enjoyed myself, and both in and out of game, which has been awesome. Okay. Cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play another bumper. Let me make sure I get this right. Did I? Hang on. No, I did do the bumper, didn't I? Sorry. We're going to do State of the Challenges. I haven't done a bumper for that yet.
Why haven't you guys?
I know. Stone is so slack. Honestly, you know, just saying. No. We will have to do that. All right. Okay, let's start off with, let's see how everyone else has done this week. Because when I was looking through, I had a quick look while I put everything into the doc. And I'm like, oh my Lord, I'm glad.
Oh goodness, yeah.
Ster's reading this one today, because otherwise I'd cry. Ster, how's our irons going, please?
Okay, so we have, starting off at 73, Iron Derp. Unfortunately, they died. RIP, sorry. The Moons, you know the Moons. That's Ash and his wife. They both hit 76.
Yay!
Yeah. Cell, who's got a ton of characters, but his Warlock hit 80.
Yay!
Yay. Assy, his iron died at 80. I think that was his contest iron. I don't know. But anyway, he died at 80.
No.
However, he is working on another hunter. He said he'd like to have another one before the expansion, and it's already at level 27.
Wow.
Nice job.
Yeah. Let's see. Ira, is that how you pronounce that? Ira?
Ira.
Yeah,
Ira. Sounds good.
84. Tiny Issa, who also has a lot of tunes, hit 85. Zaya, his hunter, hit 87.
Yay!
Karonami. I love pronouncing these. Yeah. Is hit 92, but also died, so RIP.
Ooh.
And then Del Issa, you know, we just mentioned the other Tiny Issa, hit 94. So
well done.
We got some people getting up close. So
yes, we do.
Keep pressing, people.
Absolutely. All right. Well, who else is going to read the Bloodthirsty but the Bloodthirsty Queen herself? So, Nisey, Go for it.
All right. I'll tell you, looking at this list, I am glad to see that there are other people finding a passion for Bloodthirsty. I do not like being the only one on the list, guys. Don't get me wrong. I like my name being read, but I'm really glad that a lot of you are playing Bloodthirsty too. It warms my soul. So we have Soulful Paul at level 60, Soul Shot at 63. We have 5 on it also at 63. Yes. Soul Shield at 67. Lost my place there for a second. We have Petiz at 69. And I hope they're feeling fine. We've got 5 Twist at level 70. Chemo Brittle at 71. Genetics at 79. Bloody Boz at 81. And Soulglaive at 102.
Nice.
Good job, guys. No deaths in the list this week.
Wow.
Awesome.
Good job, Blood. Awesome. And well done, Nisey. Again, that's awesome. Okay. Pacifist. Ster. Who have we got?
Okay, so we have, starting at the bottom, level 41, we have Cell, whose tune is called Selderberry, is at 41. Paxson is at 48. 5 Open Palm is also at 48. Gentle Soul is at 50. Herb Lisa, there you are again, is at 61. 5 Curmudgeon is at 67. Mage Grump at 72. Harry Up at 82. Snuffletips is at 98. And our very own Fur is at 107.
Woo!
Oh my god, good job.
How exciting. That's well done. Our pacifists are absolutely doing fantastic as well. Well done, everyone there. Okay, let's have a look at the tins. Nisey, who have we got this week?
Uh-oh. Let's see here. We have Iron Tracks at level 28 with, looks like 1 death. Iron Overlay at level 31. No deaths yet. Good job. We have Mosanti. Is that Mosanti J? Or is that just Mosanti?
I think Stone says it's pronounced maybe like a Y. I think it was like a different language, maybe.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go with Mosanti E. Okay. Level 48. Sorry if I mispronounced it. You can hate me all you want. With looks like 5 deaths so far. Puritan is level 51 with 1 death in the books. El Padre, level 52, 1 death on their record so far. We've got Bodmal, I think is how it's pronounced, at level 57 with 2 deaths. Emily at level 58 with 4 deaths. 6Z's at level 58 with 1 death. Tink
Cash DK.
Tink Ash DK. There we go. I was like, how do I put those letters together? Took me a second. Level 64, no deaths. And Sansa Stark, level 77 with 5 deaths. Guys, with all these K's and stuff in there, tripping me up this week.
Well done, Tins.
Yes,
okay.
Good job, guys.
Good job. Well, good job to everyone. Obviously, commiserations. We did lose a few irons this week, but good to see. Keep going, Azzy. 27 already. Good job, everyone. All right, there has been no changes to the speed to 60, so yes. So again, if anyone wants to try that, please do it safely, if that is what you're going to do. Crystal is at the #1 position still. And if that is something that you're into, speedrunning a toon, then definitely check it out. Okay.
Oh, no, we might. I think it'll be interesting to see if we see a change when the level scaling comes into the zones.
Yes.
I wonder.
It will
be something to watch.
It will be interesting, definitely. All right. Let's play this.
This just in. It's Chit Chat.
Okay, so this is where you can ask us anything. This is the questions about the challenges. Share your tips, your tricks, warn people about potential disastrous areas quests, all those kinds of things. Okay, so the first one, what do we got, is from Facebook. Okay, so Sean asks, I received 2 Brawler's Gold by using the tram from Stormwind to Ironforge. Does this flag my toon? Going for Pacifist Challenge. Do you guys know what this is about? I'm not really sure.
Sometimes when somebody's doing a brawl down in the Brawlers Guild, sometimes when you hop on the tram, you'll get like this weird ping go off on you where it tags you as part of it or something. I'd actually asked Ster about this in Discord because this came in right as we went live, and I was like, oh goodness. Okay. So I was not sure if it would count, but basically our consensus was, we think you're okay, but please check your stats page through the achievements page in game. Yeah. And check to see if you have any kills tagged to you. If you don't have any kills tagged to you, we think you're fine. But that's about the best that we can answer that right now.
Yeah. Okay. So, 5iron and Kavara in the chat both have said it doesn't flag. Kavara says it is a bug and he's not been flagged. He's not been flagged for it yet. So, that's interesting. I wouldn't have honestly thought that could do it. Definitely sounds like a bug, doesn't it? Because
I've had it happen on a normal, like once or twice, and I was like, okay.
Interesting. Okay, well, thanks, Five and Kavara for that. All right, Nisey, who have we got next?
Okay, next, this actually came from Iron Man Path, and I know it was answered in Discord, but we are going to go over it here. Path asked if under the new Bloodthirsty rules, would a panda Bloodthirsty be allowed? And yes, pandas, goblins, the demon hunters, the death knights, the worgen, anybody that has to quest to get out of their starting area can actually be a Bloodthirsty. Guys, in the new rule set, I know it's kind of hidden in there, but under the new rules, there is a link, if you actually read through it, to the quest allowed page. And that will tell you how far you can go on that particular class and or race set. Yep. So just keep that in mind. And then when that says that you can only go up to that quest, that's the only quest you can go up to. Anything after that, you have to kill.
Yeah, exactly. Good question. Always good to double check though. You know, if in doubt, ask. All right, Ster, who have we got next for a question?
So next is Kim, and she asked in Discord, do DKs need to strip down of the gear they have on when doing the Iron Man challenge? And of course, that's asking, hey, when I first launch and start a brand new DK, I'm equipped with some greens and stuff. So the answer is yes. When the second you start that toon, get out of all the gear, put it in your bag, sell it if you want, run like crazy, scream. You're going to have to do spells until you can afford or get drops that are white or gray. So take it off. And if you do it right away, you won't get flagged. But if you leave it on, then you're going to risk getting your DK flagged.
That's right. Yeah. That's exactly right. It's it's just one of those things you need to, because they start with green gear. You know, there's no way to get around it. But if you've logged, if you log in and log out and go from there, it's going to record it. So as soon as you log in, strip the character, get it, and then it's about grinding. It's about trying to there is a pitchfork, or a shovel? What did Stone say it was? There is something that can drop from the people in the mine, but sometimes it doesn't happen. So just, you just got to hope that you pick up something that will help you, get a little bit to keep you going. But it's definitely a difficult, it's not an easy thing to do. But like all things, give it a go. And just remember, strip yourself down. So, yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So chat room says it's actually a pitchfork from the miners down in the cave.
There we go. Exactly. So, you could go grind on them, but again, you're not going to have anything. So just be mindful of that you're naked with no weapon, and take it slow and steady, and hopefully, fingers crossed, that you will get one. So thank you, chat room. All right. Nisey, who have we got next?
Okay. We have from Saffer88 on Discord. They asked if there's a level limit to add character to the Iron Man list, and to Iron Man, no, there is not.
Exactly. All right.
I think the only one that has the level limit is the Tin Man.
Yeah. Or if we do a contest, and that's,
Yes. we
we only run contests sort of 3-4 times a year. So, be mindful of that. Other than that, that's good. Imanpath says that there is a mace and axe as well in the mine. He just stayed away from the entrance, and yeah. So thank you for that. Awesome. Okay. I was going to say, I hope that was Stone that posted that, because
I think it is.
Because that's not me when I'm logged into the WoW Challenges
I
Twitch.
saw it. I was like, wow, Leeta's multitasking really well.
Yeah!
I was like, oh no, wait.
Leeta was freaking out, going, who's doing that? Stone. Okay, stop freaking me out. All right. Okay, so I'm going to take the last one, which we did touch on, but I just wanted to reiterate. So Frazzlytastic on Twitter did tweet us to say, will we be incorporating Classic into the challenges? Which Stone had said, yes, it's going to be contingent on the data being available through the API. But again, thank you for the question. Awesome question. He woke up. Go back to sleep, Stone. Have your nap. Don't let Leeta koala.
BlizzCon hype though.
Yeah, well, you can sleep when you get home. Honestly, just go have another coffee. Okay, so thank you everyone. Thank you chat room for helping with the answers too. We really appreciate it. Thank you everyone for your questions. We do appreciate it. I have to say, on behalf of myself and of Stone, we do like to thank our mods. We really appreciate you guys both in the chat room here on Twitch and our Discord server. You guys do an awesome job. You help collate questions. You keep an eye on the chat. You moderate. You do the things that you need to do while Stone and I are busy with other things. And again, not putting names to you all because we have a few of you, but I have to say thank you. I heart you all, and we both appreciate what you do for us greatly. So thank you. Okay. Other than that, let's get into, I think we've covered most of or all of the chat room stuff. So let's get on to something exciting. Okay, this is Azzy's pun. He's probably been sitting there patiently waiting for his pun. And you know what? Ster, how about you read Azzy's pun today? Would you do that for me?
Sure.
Okay. Excellent.
So, especially since this is science, how does a tech guy drink coffee? So the question is, how does a tech guy drink coffee? He installs Java.
I did have a chuckle when I woke up to that. Thank you. And look, 4 points, Azzy. It's a coffee joke, so you already had me. So thank you.
Yeah. Well, Java is a very popular language for computer
Yes.
programmers. So
Yes.
okay.
Yes. Alrighty. Awesome. Thank you, Azzy. Appreciate that. All right. As always, we want to say a big thank you to our Patreons. We appreciate all of you for all of your support that you give us. We also appreciate all support that we get from those that are not Patreons but help retweet, get the word out there about the challenges. that just, in Discord, all of that. We appreciate all of that. But we do like to read out our $5 plus Patreons, and I think Stone, our Twitch supporters. I think it's called something else, but I can't think of the name. Anyway, so we've got Azzy, Awesome Trousers, Bart H, Boz, Broxima, Fair, 5 Iron, Gotrix, Grand Nagus, Ilii, CTR, Iron Man, Path, Cashbringer. Oh, that was that Cash, that DK one, Nisey. That's Cash. Lisan, nearly said it wrong. Never Died, Summer Lynn, and Zaya. And no, that's all. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. We really appreciate it. I know Stone is taking over the chat for the WoW challenges. So, yeah, whatever he's typing, just ignore it. Anyway, okay. So, I have to say, before we wrap up, and I will get Nisey and Ster to give their details, we will be back at normal time. So we were a bit later this week because Warcraft Q&A was on. So we wanted to push it back so we could get up to date with all the news. So thank you everyone that stuck around with us. We appreciate that. So next week, our show will be on Saturday, November 11 at 7 p.m. Stone time, EST, whatever. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. However, it changes tonight. Is that right? There is a change for a lot of people.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, at least for US. I don't know about, I guess Canada would be part of that as well. I'm not sure. I would imagine so. But yeah, we're flipping an hour backwards tonight.
Right. Which does impact me. So it should be 10 a.m. for me on Sunday, November 12th. So yeah, so there is, I'm pretty sure there is a, Stone says extra hour of drinking. Yeah, of course. So yes, so please just be aware of that, but we will be back at 7 p.m. normal time next week. We have got Broxima will be coming to join us, so we will find out from him how he's going with his challenges, so very excited about that. So guys, thank you, Ster and Nisey. Thanks Stone in the chat room for dropping in and then coming back after his fail attempt of a nap. But Ster and Nisey, thank you both so much for being here and joining me and holding down the fort while Stone is partying it up in BlizzCon. I really appreciate all the help that you've given me and just hanging out. So thank you both so much. Can you please, Sturk, if I can start with you, can you please tell everyone where they can find you or get in contact with you, please?
Sure. The best way to get hold of me actually is just log into Wormrest Accord. I'm on a lot there. You can also find me in Discord. I'm Ster. And if you want, you can find me on Twitter at Geek Roguester as well. And hey, I want to echo what you just said, Leeta. A big shout out to the mods. Nisey and I, we're on a lot, but actually Zortz and Zaya and so many others, they help us out. And
absolutely,
we really appreciate it.
We do greatly. All right, so thank you, Ster. Nisey, where can we not find you? Maybe that's the
I know, right?
That's the easiest question. So where are you, my girl? Where do we find you, please?
Okay. Oh, you know what? I forgot to add the other thing on there. All right. So the fastest way right now to get a hold of me is probably going to be through the WoW Challenges Discord. Yes, guys, there is one. There is a link to it at the top of the WoW Challenges website, top right corner. Click on it. Join it. You can get answers to all of your questions fairly quickly, because there's usually a lot of the veterans on. So I am just simply Nisey on the WoW Challenges Discord. And yes, I am one of the top mods over there, so you can get a hold of me pretty easily. I'm in my own little separate column with the rest of the mods. So you can find me on Twitter as well, and that's just NiseyBGN on Twitter. Same as on Twitch, NiseyBGN. And I have a Facebook too, so that's also NiseyBGN. I do also have my Bloodthirsty blog that I'm slowly working on, and it's a big, long, complicated link. There is a link to it on the WoW Challenges website on the tips and guides page. So feel free to check that out. And that's called A Bloody Grind.
Excellent.
And also, I want to echo what Ster said. I do want to thank all of our night crew, or well, for me and Ster, we consider them our night crew. Our overseas friends and Zorts that's up late, that take care of any Discord needs when we're both asleep. So thank you guys for chipping in and helping out.
Yes. No, that's exactly right. We are very blessed with having so many great people in our little community. So we thank you all. All right. So don't forget, where can you find the challenges? So check out, it is wowchallenges.com. You can send an email to the show, which is podcast@wowchallenges.com. As well as you can send us a tweet. So we are on Twitter as @WowChallenges. Our Discord server is discord.wowchallenges.com. And we have got the Facebook page, which is facebook.com/wowchallenges. You can also find the videos as well as lots of interesting information over on YouTube. We have youtube.com/wowchallenges1. That is the number 1 at the end, okay? Don't forget, you can come catch us live. That is every week. twitch.tv/wowchallenges. You can find Stone, so check out his Twitter, which is @StoneGrasp. That is StoneGrasp. And he is tweeting lots of fun stuff from BlizzCon, and we all appreciate. We're all living vicariously through Stone, through his tweets. So it's great to see all of that. It's wonderful. Don't forget, you can catch both Stone and I on Adventures in Azeroth. We should have a show next weekend, which will be exciting. That will be live. I don't remember what time, but anyway, you can check that out. We will be live on Twitch. And you can find me on Twitter @Leeta, which is LEETAWOW. As always, I have to say big thanks to Mark Honan, because, what can I say? I love that intro, that music. That music is great. His voice is great. So big thank you as always. You can check him out, Mark Conanwell, on Twitter, as well as he is part of the Torren Think Tank podcast with Jules. Other than that, I have to say thank you, chat room, again for hanging out. Thanks everyone for listening. Thank you, Ster. Thank you, Nisey. Good luck to all of your challenge tunes this week, and to everyone out there trying the challenge. We look forward to everything that BlizzCon has told us about, and where World of Warcraft will go next. It's very exciting times. So thanks to everyone. Have a great time and take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See ya.
The WoW Challenges podcast is a World of Warcraft gaming podcast produced by Stone and Leeta. Copyright 2017. Portions of this podcast belong entirely to Blizzard Entertainment. The music used for the show belongs to Kevin MacLeod, and you can find more of his great stuff at incomnitech.com. No copyright infringement is intended. Right, and that is a show.
Ta-da!
See, you did it, Leeta.
You did it.
We did do it. Okay, I've just stopped recording on OBS. I think we're still recording on Twitch though, so that's good. We can do that. We'll go in a minute. Thank you. Again, I think Stone's finally decided to head back to bed. Thank you, chat room. Don't worry about a show title. We're just gonna call it BlizzCon Special, I think. So
works for me.
We will do that, or maybe we'll call it Stones Away, Leeta, Ster, and Nisey Play. And just throwing it out there. The show, the episode may not be up for a couple of days, guys. So so don't worry about it. But thanks everyone to just for coming to hang out, and it's been some good fun. So I really appreciate it. And the stream worked. My goodness!
Yay!
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 Very exciting. Very exciting. Stone,
Stone, I tried to add it to
know.
the notes at the last minute.
Yeah, and I just ignored the typing because I knew where that typing was coming from. So I'm just gonna put another 1, 2, 3 slap Stone record. I have got this piece of paper in the back of my notebook for slap. This is when I see him. He's getting slapped. All right, that's good. Okay, so thank you everyone. We will cut the stream now, and everyone be safe. So have a good one. Bye, guys.
You too. Well done.